Hey everybody, and welcome to Sally's Recipe of the Week, brought to you by Doris Italian Market and Bakery. And welcome to Casa de Mo and Sally. We've got Mo here on one of the cameras, and Curtis is behind the scenes, kind of directing this whole thing. So we're so glad you're here. Tonight we are making a spinach ricotta dish with it's really good, and you can kind of make this any way you want. I like it with the fresh Parmesan and the cheese and a little bit of lemon. So what we're going to do is we'll start off with the sauce, which is a butternut squash sauce, and then we'll work on our spinach ricotta ravioli. Okay, but we're going to make the ravioli with wonton wrappers. So if you're thinking, I can't do pasta, this is like a little cheat, and it makes it really easy and really quick, you guys. I did have to do a couple of things in advance, and we'll get to that. But first, what do we like to do first, Mo?
Wine and cheese.
Wine and cheese. We went to Doris's today, and we picked up some beautiful cheese. Their cheese section, I know we brag about it all the time, but it's an aged cheddar with apples, and it goes really good with Cabernet, which is one of Mo's favorite wines.
Marina says, hi, Sally.
Hi. How are you? Thanks for joining us. So let's start with the wine and cheese.
Okay, I'm just getting to, trying to. If you want to make comments, go to the Cool 1055 Facebook page.
Yeah, you can watch us on either page, on Mo and Sally or the Cool page. But if you want to make comments, that's the page that we're going to be following for comments.
Okay. Michelle says, hello, guys. That's
hello.
Michelle, thank you. Okay, once again, my computer doesn't want to cooperate.
Okay.
Well, we got Kathy up in here. Hi, Kathy. We got Matthew, hi.
Hi, Matthew.
We got another Kathy. Kathy Ham, what's up? Hey, Jana.
Hey.
I think I know what the problem was.
I'll do a little cheers.
You ain't have your glasses.
You have to go get his glasses.
That's it. All right, so now let's go check out the wine. And
we got this at Doris's today. Doris's Italian Market and Bakery. Great place to go.
Okay. Curtis has got to switch the camera.
Okay.
There we go. All right. So here's what we're having. We're having Han Cabernet Sauvignon. We got this at Doris Italian Market. Great deal on it today. I think it's around $10, maybe 11, but I like this wine. It's good. Cheers.
Mm-hmm. And we told you over at Doris's they have a chart with which type of wine goes well with which cheese, and an aged cheddar goes well with the Cabernet. And then we saw this one with the apple, and we thought, why not? Give it a shot.
It's diced autumn apple cheddar cheese. So it has the apple in the cheese.
I've never had apple cheese before.
Jana says it would be better if you were cooking at my house tonight. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday, Jana.
Happy birthday, Jana.
Cheers to Jana.
Cheers to Jana.
All right, I'm gonna have some cheese now. My camera work is not good today. I'll tell you that.
Why's that?
I don't know.
He already drunk.
I'm not drunk. That's my first sip of wine today. That's good.
That's good together. Really nice. Okay, so again, the recipe is going to be ravioli with stuffed with spinach and ricotta cheese. Okay, we're gonna make the stuffing second. What we want to do first, it's going to be in a butternut squash sauce or puree. That's one thing I had to do in advance because you need to roast the butternut squash for about 20-25 minutes. So I went ahead and did that step. So I'll walk you through exactly what I did though, okay? So Mo, I want you to come around here.
Oh, okay. I got to get my wine first. Linda Brooks is checking in.
Hi, Linda.
One of the Pow Pow sisters. Hi, Linda.
Okay, so let me just explain what I did. I think very easy. Took the butternut squash, peeled it, and put it into little cubes, okay? Mm-hmm. And then I took, this is about 1.5 cups of cubed butternut squash, peeled, obviously. And then I put in 2 cloves of garlic, okay? And then 3 tablespoons of cold butter cut into cubes, and then you just sprinkle the cubes all around, okay? And then you just season it with a little bit of nutmeg. You don't have to use nutmeg. I think it brings out the flavor. Don't overdo it. 1/4 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon is plenty. and of course your salt and pepper, okay? Pop it into a 450-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. If you cube it really small, it'll take less time. And then what we're going to do is we're going to blend it all together, all this deliciousness. That butter is melted into the squash, and you want, oops, it's a little hot. You want to let it cool down because you don't want to burn yourself. And you want to pour it into your, I'm using a food processor. You could use a blender. And let me make sure I get all that deliciousness. Pop those babies off. And you can see there's a little butter in the bottom of my pan. I'm coming right back now. So I'm going to take that. It's a little hot still. You don't want it to cool completely because you don't want the butter to seize up. Ah, look at, see how gold that butter is?
Mm-hmm.
That's brown butter.
Well, looks like it would be good on some popcorn.
It's good on anything. It's good on your arm. Okay. And then what we want to do is, and this is another choice of yours. If you want to make this a vegetarian dish, use vegetable stock or milk even. If you use milk, obviously it's going to make this sauce creamier. Since we're already having a really cheesy filling, I like to use either chicken stock or vegetable stock. Today, I happen to have a box of chicken stock that was already open. So 3/4 of a cup right in there.
Roland says, gotta get a gift certificate from Doris's for a friend's birthday. He loves the butcher shop.
Yeah, that place is amazing. I got cod there today. It was on sale. All right. And then we're just going to blend this up.
All right.
All right. Doesn't take much. And then you want to taste it. Look at how pretty that is. Butternut
Mo,
squash,
Mo, did you keep track of where that little splash went?
Where? The splash?
Yes, there was a splash.
I didn't see a splash.
It does not need any more salt or nutmeg or pepper. It's really good. I am going to blend it up just a little bit more. Here, Mel, I'll cover this. So here's that little splash I got.
Oh, you got it?
I
Okay.
got it.
All right.
I'll cover this up. Sometimes when you blend things that are warm, they have a tendency to splash. All right. So there's that. And then what we want to do is just put it in a pot and keep it warm. Look at all that. Spatula. There's one somewhere around here. There we go. Does everybody have a drawer that you just kind of throw everything in? I think every kitchen has that drawer.
We need new cabinets.
Yeah, we're
Our
working on it.
cabinets are so loud.
We're working on it.
Can't sneak in here at night and get anything out of a cabinet.
No, you certainly
So,
can't.
echoes through the house.
It's loud. I'll just set that right there. And then we're going to put our sauce right in the pan. And then we'll just keep it warm.
So tell everybody again what you're making. If you're just joining us, it is
spinach ricotta ravioli. And I use air quotes on the ravioli because we're using wonton wrappers to make our ravioli, which makes it super simple and delicious. And it comes with and you make it with, I should say, a butternut sauce or puree. And that's what we just finished. And that was just roasted. It's nice to roast it in the oven. I'm going to actually leave the lid off so it gets a little thinner, because when I add the pasta or the wonton, it will thin out the sauce a little bit. So we're just going to keep it warm.
oh, smells so good.
Mo, Roland is saying you should use WD-40 on them cabinets.
No, Roland, we need new cabinets. They're just beyond. All right, so
Here,
sauce
Curtis,
is done.
I'll bring that in tomorrow. You can lick that clean.
What do I look like?
All right, sauce is done. Yay. All right, let's go back over here.
All right.
Now let's make the filling, okay? Let me tell you what's in here. There is 3/4 cup of ricotta cheese, 1/4 a cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. This is not necessary, but I am adding about half a tablespoon of chopped basil, fresh basil. That's optional. You certainly don't have to do that if you don't want to. So that's what's in there right now. Also optional, but I think it gives it a little bit of freshness, is a little bit of lemon zest. Maybe about a half a teaspoon, if even that much, just to give it a little brightness. And you just want the zest. Don't get down to that white part. Skip this if you're not a big lemon fan. I am.
That smells good.
Doesn't it though?
Mm-hmm.
It just brightens it up a little bit. Okay. Ta-da. That goes in. Now, we're also going to add, of course, the spinach. And let me tell you about the spinach. You're going to have half of a cup of cooked, chopped, drained. And when I say drained, I mean you push that water out. And you can just buy one of those bricks, that come frozen chopped spinach, package directions on how to make it, cook it, do whatever they say. Last time I made it, I microwaved it, let it drain, pressed it all out. And one of those little boxes comes to half a cup. And it's easy, it's quick. Just make sure you buy the chopped. But today I had fresh spinach. This whole thing, fresh spinach. No, are you looking at this? This is now this. This was completely full of spinach. That's what it reduces down to.
No.
So I wanted to try this recipe with fresh spinach to see if it made a difference. And I can tell you one thing it makes a difference in is the price, because buying frozen chopped spinach is much cheaper than buying this and then cooking it down. But I did cook it I cooked it down, no oil, don't use oil. I cooked it down in chicken stock. You could use vegetable, because that adds a little more flavor. And I also chopped up just a little bit of garlic and tossed it in there. Okay, so we're gonna add that. That goes right in.
Okay, cheese break.
All right.
Gotta have some cheese. Mm-hmm.
I'll do the work one.
Maybe two. All right.
Do you like the cheese with that wine?
I do.
Okay, so we're gonna mix this together. And the final thing we're gonna add is an egg. One egg. And this is our filling.
I guess Jana wants to know, where are the wontons in the store?
Karen Weigel told me that they're in the produce section. I went to Walmart. I don't believe Doris carries the wontons, but they might have something comparable. But I got everything else at Doris's.
Why would wontons be in the what section? The produce section?
Because you have to keep them cold.
Ah.
These are either going to be frozen or refrigerated. Yeah, sometimes you find, it's just they have to put them somewhere.
Uh-oh. Stand by.
What is your look at that.
He's got his eyes on. I bet it's UC.
UC, our neighbor's cat?
Let's see.
All right, don't step too far away. You got a job to do. Yep, there's the other cat.
UC.
It's turned into Nature Watch.
She's here for her treats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cat. Look, he's on it. He's like, if I wasn't so fat.
Yeah, he need to go on a diet.
Yeah.
I wasn't so fat behind the pane of glass, you'd be in trouble.
He and his dad both need to go on a diet. All right, so what are we doing now?
Okay, so we've got all our ingredients for our filling. The Parmesan cheese, the ricotta cheese, the drained and pressed chopped spinach. I added some basil and some lemon zest. That's optional if that's not something that interests you. I'm going to just put a couple of grinds of pepper and a little bit of salt. Don't need much salt because we got that Parmesan in there, and that has a tendency to get a little salty. But you do want to season it a little. And by the way, when you do your spinach, give that a little bit of salt too. Not much, just a little to bring out the flavor.
Roland has a question. Why does ricotta recipes always say add an egg?
I don't have any idea.
All right.
Welcome.
Welcome to our cooking show. We don't know.
I don't. If I'm just being honest, I could make something up. Okay, so that's nice and mixed. And
all right,
we're going to put together our wonton. And on the stove, I do have some water that's getting ready to boil. Okay, because that's how we're going to cook these, in boiling water.
So again, you're making
spinach ricotta ravioli. Okay.
And
the recipes on our website, 1055online.com. Sally's Recipe of the Week, brought to you by Doris Italian Market and Bakery. So I'm going to start with 6. What you would do is put out 6 on your board. And these are nice too, because they're already a little floured, so you don't have to worry about them sticking. That can be a problem with these things. They can stick. That's not a wrapper, that's a piece of paper. And then I need one more. And what you would do is you would assemble them in batches of like 6. I got 1 extra. That's okay.
Yeah, 6 is not going to be enough for
No,
dinner.
after you put them together, you would set them on parchment paper aside and then do another 6 and another 6 until you got your 24. But we're just going to do 6 because we don't want to sit here.
24, there's no meat in them, so that should be enough for me.
Oh, and while you're working, keep your wonton wrappers covered. You don't want to let them sit out because they will dry out.
All right.
Okay, so we're going to take about a tablespoon of the filling. And I think this is the easiest way to do them. Did I double up on that one? I did. No, I'm going to break my own rule. Okay, so make sure it's just 1. Okay, so you're going to take a tablespoon of your filling and just pop it right there. Right in the center. You don't want to overfill it. That one I might overfill. Take a little away. Right there. Yeah, that might have a little too much. There we go.
So while you're filling those, I'm going to just go ahead and grab another piece of cheese. And
You know we're having a cheesy dinner, right?
a cheesy dinner?
Well, there's a lot of cheese in this dinner.
That means you're gonna be backed up. Gonna be backed up.
All right, just one more here.
All right.
All right.
So
And I think
when you close these up, you're going to want to use a stapler and just staple them together.
No,
Oh,
that is not how
okay.
that works.
What kind of drugs?
All right. So to seal them up, you do need a little egg wash, and this is just a beaten egg and a little bit of water, about a couple of tablespoons of water. And you want to just use your fingers and wipe along the edges. That's going to help this stick together. Okay? See, because we're going to fold it. So I'm just going to put my egg wash right up here and then take it and fold it over and press it together.
Look at that.
Just like that. I think this is the easiest way to do it. Some people get really fancy and, not me.
If you don't have an egg, Elmer's
Elmer's would
will
work just
work
fine.
as well. Or tape. Or if you don't like my idea of the stapler.
And what I do is I give it a little pat to kind of see how it flattened it out a little
Oh,
bit.
okay.
Because that pushes the filling around. Or if
I thought you were just saying, here you go. Okay, buddy, there you go. You're off.
Good boy. Oh, I've almost forgot the egg wash. Don't forget your egg wash because it'll fall apart.
Sally, you're in here being called a saint. I guess for putting up with Mo. I'm not sure.
Who said that?
Saint Sally.
Kathy says Sally a saint.
Okay, or if you rather, you can pick them up just like that and squeeze them together. It's really your preference. If a little filling oozes out, it's not a big deal. Okay? I won't rinse my hand on it. I kind of overfilled that one a little bit. So we'll just do a couple more here and then we'll get them into the boiling water. And they cook fast too. All right.
Like how fast?
3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, depending on if you overfilled them like I did. But just let it squeeze out. It's fine. That'll rinse right off in the water.
Put some on the table.
No.
You trying to get me to make Mo mad? All right. Just like that. But then what I would do is I'd set these aside on parchment paper and then start doing the other ones.
And again, everybody, if you're just joining us, Sally is making, what is it again? It's a long title.
Spinach Parmesan ravioli and it's
Ricotta.
got a butternut sauce. That down. I don't think I've had that.
Why does it say on the cool Facebook page, Sally's
That's
recipe of the week?
Don't point that out, dude. It's a mistake. My gosh.
I haven't seen
I was
it.
going to say, this doesn't look like beef tenderloin with red wine sauce. What
Yeah,
the hell?
on the website when I go to get the name of the thing, it's always the most recent thing that she puts up, but I guess it's not up yet.
Yeah, the recipe's up there. I put it up today.
Well, let me look again. Maybe, 'cause when I went there, the beef thing was the most recent.
You didn't remember that that's what we had last week?
Oh no, I'm way too
No.
discombobulated for that.
Hell no, that man.
I've had a bit of an afternoon.
A bit of an afternoon.
All right. Yeah, nap that to you.
I didn't nap yet. That's why I had an afternoon.
All right, this is the last one.
It's not coming up, Sally. Something happened.
Okay, well, okay.
We'll figure it out tomorrow.
Maybe you can't get the recipe yet.
Well, you will be able to. We might be having a web issue because I put it up there and I went to check, through the back end and it said it was up there. So I don't know. All right, now we're going to pop these in the boiling water.
Should I come around there?
Come on around.
Okay, I'm coming around.
Bring your wine.
Oh, I gotta get my cheese. Okay, hang on. I'll get wine. Oh.
You know, this is not your job,
Dude. It is my job
to do the camera stuff, not to eat.
And just do it one at a time. And you can do these in batches as well because you don't want to overcrowd it because you don't want these guys to stick together and you don't want them to stick to the bottom of the pan.
It's like what do you call these things again?
Ravioli.
It's like a ravioli hot tub.
Yep. So, and you want to give it a gentle stir because again, you don't want them to stick.
Well, I would have this all jacked up.
No, it's
I'd have
fine.
these things all.
No, it's great.
Is this easy for people to do?
Sure.
I feel like it'd be easier just to call someplace and order these.
We don't have a segment, fool.
You're missing the point.
What's that?
And it takes about 2 to 3 minutes. What will happen is they'll start floating up, but just very, very gently move.
Is that how they're ready? Is when they come to the top?
Yeah, they're starting to come.
Interesting.
Kathy wants to know if you put oil in the water.
Nope, you do not. And you're not supposed to put oil in the water when you make spaghetti. I know some people do that so the spaghetti doesn't stick. That's a myth because then guess what happens? The sauce is not going to stick to your spaghetti.
Well, interesting.
We're getting a good bubble on this. Okay, so.
Look at that rolling. Still a pretty clean stove right now.
Well, yeah. So what I'm going to do is there's 2 ways to do this. You could do all the noodles and put them in a bowl and dump the sauce right on top of the bowl. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little sauce in a pan. And again, either way. And then I'm going to put our noodles. I think they're all floating. Yep. Right from the water.
Uh-oh.
Right into the pan. There you go. See, I remember I said I didn't mind if the sauce got a little thick because there's going to be a little of this pasta water in here. There you go. And then we're just going to put it on the pan and mix it up a bit.
Won't you spill any of that?
Spill a whole bunch. He'll be all right. He needs something to do.
I don't need jack to do. I had no nap today either.
I need my spatula. Let this kind of marry up together, and then we're just going to pour it right into a bowl.
And then it's ready to eat?
Mm-hmm. We can top it with some freshly grated Parmesan cheese. You put a little parsley on there, a little basil, whatever you want.
Michelle says it looks amazing. It's a good dish. It smells amazing.
Yeah. And like I said, if you want to make it a vegetarian dish, just use vegetable stock or milk. I use chicken because that's what I had open. All right, let's go over here and give it a try. Somebody left the cabinets open. You know how I feel about that.
See how loud our cabinets are? Here, this is the one that gets me.
Yeah, we need new cabinets badly.
That sounds like a break-in.
Trying to find the loudest one we have.
Boy, go over there, eat your food. Stop messing with these cabinets. So drink some wine or something.
Oh, you guys notice my herbs I got? I got them at Doris today. They're only $3 each, $2.99 to be exact. I got thyme and I got oregano. Look at these, $3. That is a bargain.
Great.
I'm gonna, no, doesn't care. I'm gonna grate a little fresh Parmesan on top.
No, I do care.
Again, if you wanted to put some fresh herbs on top, you could do that. Just a little bit more parm. I like the Parmesan.
We can act like we're doing this in nature. My camera work now.
That's very
As we come out of the forest to watch Sally eat her ravioli.
it's very artsy.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
the recipe's not on the website. I swear to goodness I posted it.
Listen to nature. Caw-caw, caw-caw, caw-caw.
Oh Lord. All right. It might be a little hot for you.
Then I gotta hold back.
Burn his damn mouth up.
Nice.
No, it smells delicious.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like the basil in there, but I really like basil.
Oh, it smells amazing.
Let's let one cool down for you. And this butternut squash, oh, it is so delicious. You want to try?
Eric says it looks delicious. Is it gonna be hot?
It's not cold, but I think there is a little steam coming up on it.
Oh, okay.
Is it gonna be hot?
Linda says you almost got me wanting vegetables, Sally.
I consider that a great plus, Linda.
Yeah, you know what? She probably gonna have like chicken fried steak
We
tonight.
made a big old steak last week with the potatoes. We had a steak and potato meal last week. So
Yep.
I wanted to go a little different.
Here, take a look at there's Clevie.
Hey, Clevie.
I'm trying to get my mouth around this.
There you go. Something a little different.
It is delicious.
Give it a try, guys.
Give it a try. Get the recipe at 1055online.com. Do we know if it's there yet?
I couldn't find it, so we'll mess with it tomorrow. I'll fix the title on the video.
All right, so we'll eventually get the recipe up there if you want to try to make this yourself. Go to Doris Italian Market and Bakery and get all your stuff.
Yeah.
Make sure you get some wine. Great deal on that wine. That's what we're drinking is Han Cabernet Sauvignon. And that's less than $12 a bottle. Might be around 10, $11.
Was it on sale or is that their price?
I think it was on sale. They have some great deals at Doris on wine. And then the cheese we got today was apple cheddar cheese with diced autumn apples.
These herbs that's their regular price, $3.
What does that say there? Hang on a second. I got the glare on there. I can't see what it says. It says recipe ideas, scones, pork chops,
Nice.
pies and bacon, grilled cheese. Oh, I bet that would make a great grilled cheese.
Yeah, I bet it would.
Oh. And there's the
All right,
dish.
so this is just Mo eating cheese at this point. We can
That's my show.
take off.
Mo eating cheese.
Well, I'm sorry the recipe's not up there, guys. I promise you I will work on that when I get to the station tomorrow.
All right.
Okay.
Great. Go check it out. We're back tomorrow morning. Come join us on Facebook Live for the show Behind the Show at 7:15. We'll have a birthday prank call. Your chance to win $1,000 at 7:05 and 8:05. 4 random facts. Join us on Facebook. Roland will be making inappropriate, remarks about Curtis. We'll have a good time. Thanks for joining us. Again, Sally's Recipe of the Week brought to you by Doris Italian Market and Bakery. Thanks, guys. Be safe.
Thank you.